Okay, I've got this Singer industrial sewing machine I've been working on. I've had a couple of these, I believe 3 of them so far. This is the first one I've had, which is the Singer industrial. Let me sit down here. It's the 78-3. The last 2 I had were the 78-1. Basically the same machine. This is just like probably the last run. They only made these for 2 years. So it might not be a very well known machine, but like I said, I've had 3 of them and I really like the machine. It's got kind of a unique the adjustment for the stitch length is up here. Just by loosening this thumb screw and moving this lever up and down, you can change your stitch length. Another nice thing, it is a, let's see if I can keep the glare away here. It is a walking foot machine. All the feet of this machine is done on the top here. There is no, let me get a pointer. There is no lower feed dog. These 2 feet walk and the needle moves in unison with this foot. Needle goes through fabric, foot and needle pull fabric back, needle comes out, this foot comes down to hold the fabric there while the other needle moves ahead. And it uses a class 15 bobbin right down here. It's got the same shuttle mechanism as the, if I'm not aiming in the right place, it's because I'm trying to close that door. It's got the same shuttle mechanism as the Singer 3115. So when you look here at the bottom, you can see the basically the same bobbin case as the 3115 Singer, which is just a straight stitch, lock stitch sewing machine. And then just one simple shaft coming through the bottom. Not very complicated because all the complication is up here in the top. Got a lot of components in this area, not only running the needle bar up and down, but also running the feet, the walking feet at the same time. And what else? Was lucky enough, this isn't the original table. I had to put this table together, but I was lucky enough to get the original cast metal bobbin winder with it, and just the tensioner to hold your thread while you're winding the bobbin. You could run a small spool of thread on this pin, but I set it up with a 2-cone thread holder. I've got a new leather belt on here. The leather belt might look a little small, but this machine is so is tuned up so well. Maybe I shouldn't say tuned up. I did tune the machine up, but it turns over so easily. There isn't, like I said, most of the complicated parts are on this end. You keep everything cleaned and oiled the right way. It doesn't take a heck of a lot to turn these over. And once you get the weight of this large wheel going, it'll go through a 1/4 inch thick naga hide, no problem whatsoever. Oh yeah, I did put in a, right now I've got in a size 18 needle. This will run up to a size 24. I was running a 24 earlier in the day, going through a 1/4 inch thick naga hide, no problem whatsoever. So I'll get the camera on the tripod and just run it a little bit. Get you zoomed in, and I'll try to keep my arm out of the way so you can see how this works. If you just watch the feet, the way the feet work. And the nice thing about this machine, because it's a needle feed, you're going through, got my typical setup here. If you're watching any of my other videos, got the good old doubled up paper towel. I got 3 layers of older Naugahyde material. I was going through some earlier that was thicker than this. It worked just fine, but I have almost none left, so I'm switched to this. This is still about 1/4 of an inch thick. I just want to show you with a machine that if everything's set up properly, you should be able to work on a lot of different things without really changing anything. You might have to change the upper tension a little bit if you switch out your thread. A thicker thread, it's going to pull through here a little harder. Just things like that. So this is just 2 paper towels. I forgot I'm zoomed in here, but this is just 2 paper towels. This is the Naugahyde and then some denim. And I've got this set on. This machine will do from a stitch from about a 1/16 of an inch long to really like 3 stitches per inch. It'll go really big with the stitches. So I'm just going to start off carefully here, since this is a paper towel I'm sewing. Two layers of paper towel. So you can do fine materials with this machine. And there's I've got red and yellow thread in here. And there's the bottom thread. And then when you, the way these feet work, this is the Naugahyde I've got here. When you set your foot down, this foot determines, the height of this foot on your fabric determines how high this foot is going to want to step. So irregardless if you're running this, if you're running the paper towel or you're running the Naugahyde, this foot is, through this mechanism, is telling this foot how high it needs to step. So here we just went from a paper towel to the Naugahyde, and obviously I didn't cut the video off and restart or anything. I'm just moving right to the next thing. Getting a little vibration from the sound from the motor, but if you were sitting here you could hear just how quiet this machine runs. So there's the, let me cut the thread. Okay, there's the Naugahyde, 3 layers, about 1/4 of an inch thick, and that's right after sewing through the paper towel. And then we can go to some denim. We've got 2 areas here that are the heavy part of the blue jean right there, folded over, right here and back here. So I'm just going to hold my threads so they don't pull, and you can see how it walks right over the, it'll walk right over this heavy part. I'll just try to come up to it slowly. It's right here. And you can run the machine pretty slow. That's just bringing it on slowly with my foot. And this machine from the factory, I don't have the factory motor on here. I have a newer clutch motor. It's a 1750 RPM. I think this one would run out at about 1600 stitches per minute, the way I've got it set up. So it's a pretty cool machine. Alright, that's it.